There are many arguments that professional athletes make too much money, but when it comes to professional athletes, they truly are the best at what they do. And the amount of time and energy they put into their craft is remarkable, and I believe they are not overpaid. Hi, I am Jacob Scott, and I think professional athletes are paid fairly as these athletes are big money generators for franchises. They sacrifice a ton of time and freedom to develop their craft, and they spend massive amounts of money on daily fitness routines, daily dietary needs, and daily body recovery needs to boost their performance in their crafts. Professional athletes train their whole lives to become the best at their sport and or position within the sport. With these extreme talents some athletes possess, it's a no-brainer. Fans across the world are willing to pay top dollar to see them perform live in-game. These athletes can be so monumental to the amount of money a franchise generates due to the overall fame and likeness to the people. And this can be seen for examples of both LeBron James and Odell Beckham within Cleveland. With LeBron James leaving, he drove ticket sales down completely in Cleveland and even TV ratings for the Cavaliers and the amount of people that watched it. But on the other side of the spectrum, Odell Beckham, when he signed with the Cleveland Browns, he sold out all the Cleveland Browns season tickets holders for that year, that same day. And he also gave them this new sort of boost that they were going to be the team of the year, even though they were the worst team of the year. They were the worst team in the league that year previously. These athletes are just a few examples of professional athletes changing the business world all over. There's many examples throughout the world. The article Map My Run follows five professional runners throughout the morning workout routines. The article one can see as soon as a professional athlete gets out of bed, they begin their training. The amount of time and effort they put into their meal plans and workout routines during the early morning takes time and discipline. After the article discusses the runner's morning routine, it discusses each of their post-recovery plans, which can be very expensive and even time-consuming. This article shows the sacrifices athletes are willing to make to ensure they stay on the right path for excellence. Athletes spend most of their days worrying about the sport and how they can better themselves throughout any aspect of it. Athletes are truly exceptional. They never have free time and they're always working to improve themselves every day and are willing to even lose sleep, family, and friends over this. Finally, the article from the Washington Post may be a little older, but it really gets across the point I want to make. The article follows a lineman from the Philadelphia Eagles who has taken his body recovery and physical needs into his own hands. It breaks down the financial amount a professional athlete has to pay for different things he has, from the massages and acupuncture for his body recovery. This article goes in to show the amount of money the athlete has to pay just to keep the body healthy so that he can compete on a weekly basis for his team. This doesn't even scratch the surfaces, as it doesn't take an effect for dietary needs and even supplement needs such as protein, BCAAs, and amino acids, which can be pretty hefty coming from a bigger athlete. Being an athlete myself, I understand supplements can be very expensive, and if an athlete was to experience some kind of injury or just something along the line that prohibits him to play the game of football or basketball or whatever sport they play, that can be pretty expensive and can rack a bill up pretty fast. With all points to consider, I hope people can see professional athletes are paid fairly. With all the evidence given of athletes leading in large amounts of money generations for franchises, as well as the amount of sacrificing they do, such as time and freedom. And finally, the cost to maintain dietary needs, daily fitness needs, and body recovery needs can be pretty expensive. Athletes all over the world need to voice their opinion. They need to allow people inside their daily routines to show people what it truly takes to be a professional athlete and the amount of time sacrificing and costs it takes to be able to perform at that next level. If they would do this, I'm pretty sure the general public would be enlightened more and understand why they make this kind of money. Thank you.